Next item on our agenda is number 9. Discuss, consider, take necessary action on an IT job description. Ms. Roselle, I think you've talked to the technology subcommittee and convened.
I have. We have the job description in your notebooks, and I'd just like to touch a little bit on that position. I'm in full agreement with Mr. Perriman about not trying to grow government, but there's so many things above and beyond what he has brought to the table. We got so much area out there as far as technology and IT work that we have no one to do it right now. First of all, this person needs to have some fire experience because they're dealing with software, the firehouse software, software that's directly related to the fire service. Right now, the Vault, Tyler Vault, they host our servers. They host our firehouse software and our QuickBooks. And I will say that Tim Pay has been very good at helping us. And he's gone above and beyond what we actually pay him for. But it's coming to a point to where we can't be asking him to do free work for us anymore. I've got issues right now. The firehouse program that we have, we're trying to interface it with a Spillman CAD in order to bring our reporting system up to date. We can't get that working because the only IT person that I have is Smith County, and we can't sit there and piggyback off of them trying to fix our problem. So we've got the interface with Spillman. Then we got the firehouse rip and run, which dumps the information to all the stations. We can't even get it running because, again, we don't have the technology there and the person that can talk to the right people to make that happen. I feel like we need a district-wide email system for our entire district. As it is now, we have just Yahoo accounts, AOL accounts, Embark. There's all kinds of accounts out there, and when someone requests a Public Information Act, we don't even know where to go to get all that. My goal is to set up a complete county-wide, district-wide email system on our own server so that everything is captured. Any business that is taking place between departments and the ESD and such as that, it is recorded on a special server where we have a closed email system that we can work with. And, that's something that takes an IT person. It's going to be a full-time job just managing that with passwords and logins. Our website that we have, personally, it doesn't seem to be a very good website. We can't even get onto it. The one that hosts it, we have problems with him calling us back. I feel like we need a website developed and managed by the ESD2 so that we can put our check register on it, we can put public service announcements on it, we can put minutes on it, we can put agendas on it. At the present time, we stay about 2 or 3 months behind if we even get it on then. Also, throughout the county, there's no mapping programs out there now other than Google Maps that you pull up on your iPhone. That's not a way to run a business. That's not a way to run an emergency service. There are programs out there that can be developed, that can be installed on these trucks so that we can have a true mapping program. Also, it can be interfaced into the firehouse and to the Spillman CAD. But all that takes technology, and it's a daily routine of managing that system. We don't have anyone to really run good data reports throughout the county on run reports, loss reports, and such as that. because all the departments in the county a lot of them are using Firehouse, but they may be on a different format. They may not be doing the same reports, the same reporting system. And our goal is to get every department on the same exact page, so that if we need to pull up a report or find out about the run statistics throughout the county, then we can pull it up and use it. As it is, there's no way to do that. And then finally, like I said, finally begin to bring all of our hardware up to a certain standard, so that all the hardware throughout the county is the same as far as computers and printers and what have you. That way we can do bulk purchasing if we need to replace equipment. We can get cost-effective equipment in these stations, because it is now, we're having to depend on the chiefs or people in the departments saying, well, a Dell is what we want and it's good, or a HP is what we want. Well, it costs $200 more than a Dell. Well, does it do? There's no standardization throughout the county. And so, that's an area that we want to do. So that's why I feel like we need a full-time IT person, because there's more out there to do than to just do a website and putting things on the website. This person will be a true technology person, and they do need some fire experience.
Fire experience or fire knowledge?
Fire knowledge. That would be better.
What we gonna pay this person?
That's going to be something that will be determined, I think, according to their experience, and then the board is the one's going to have to make the decision.
I would think we'd kind of have to look and see what other places pay theirs. I don't really have a clue.
I mean, I'm thinking that we would like to go out for resumes, and then as we bring them in and talk to them, the board's going to have to decide what we think that we should pay them. I mean,
I think you're gonna have to have a salary range.
A range will,
Before you even start. But I think one thing we need to know is, I'm sensing, listening to you talk, that there's, by creating this position, we can have savings in other areas. The budget can be reduced in other areas, maybe to offset some of the
we
costs.
can, because just from what I've talked to different IT people, we ought to be able to host our own server, whether it's a virtual server or a regular server here at the office or whatever. And we're paying the vault usually $500 to $600 a month. That's just for the servers. That's not whenever I call Tim up and say, hey, Tim, we're having problems with Firehouse, and he'll have to call Firehouse and talk with them and try to figure out why Firehouse isn't interfacing with something, or some department can't get on it. So there we're having to pay more money to the vault just to try to patch up our system. And I feel like we can save money on equipment by either bulk purchasing or getting a good standard piece of equipment, computer, so that when we need something, it's not a matter of going over here and seeing what you can get with what bells and whistles. We'll know what we need, we'll know what to purchase. And so I really feel like that we can save money that way.
I think what y'all have presented us here is a good start of what you would want to, what the board would want to take action on. I don't know that I don't believe this is everything the board's going to need to take action. This is information that I could see going out, posted for resumes or whatever. You're not real specific, and you don't want to do that. But I think for the board's sake, a lot of what you said, I think you need to give it to us in writing, so that we can see how that matches up with this. And you know, the basic general duties is good, but I think we need to, what you said tells us a whole lot more than what we know. So, that, and I would move, that we table this till we can get there.
Okay.
I second his motion for purposes of discussion.
Okay.
And I'd like to comment that, you know, this is going to take a lot of work. One of the things, I've been on the commission for 3 years, and I inherited some of the things that were done before I got on the board. And so I think since this is a pretty major deal, you're increasing the staffing in the office by 50%, that the new commission coming on should make the final decision on adding in January, on adding or not adding an additional person. In addition, we really should look at it as from a make or buy type decision. I also like to find out from SafeD or somebody is how many ESDs our size actually have an in-house, computer person. They're extremely expensive. For a long time, I ran the Management Information Systems Department at Trinity Mother Francis, one of the largest employers here, and I have the same concerns that others do about trying to keep the cost down.
And it's a fine line there between in-house and even in-house sometimes. I mean, where I work, we found out this week that they think the Chinese have gotten into just 800,000 employees we have and mined information there. So, nobody's really safe sometimes. But you're talking about a lot of things coming on board. You're talking about what we approved last month for Cherokee County, the building. So I think you need to delineate all those kind of things out to help. And I would move that we table this.
So I've heard a motion and a second to table it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion